Oh, beauty and brains, that's the dope wall. Only take wins, can't lose hold. Truth be told, I'm the truth though. When they see me, they go freeze cold. I'm too cool like side of the pillow. Don't count favors, only counting the Nero. Look so good, I'm shocked in the mirror. I got body and I got mine.
Hey. Oh my God, guys. First of all, before I say anything, that was my girl, Good, Nah She Good, whatever you want to call her, my girl Ashley's song. So I had to put her in. Shout out to Ashley, my girl. So welcome back to Live with Lanie. I am your girl, Lanie, and Sunday is Mother's Day, okay? So I just want to, recognize all the mamas out there. Shout out to all the moms. Can we get a round of applause for the moms, Steve, please? Just all the moms holding it down. And then today I have two mamas in the building. So can you guys just please say your name and what you do, where you're from, all that good stuff?
So I'm Melanie. I am from Patterson.
Okay.
I recently got certified as a bartender.
Ooh.
I'm gonna attend cosmetology school. I'm gonna be an esthetician soon.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing with my life right now.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, welcome back, Melanie. You was here before.
Second round.
Okay. And how about you over here?
So my name is Natalie. I'm a full-time makeup artist and a full-time mommy.
Period.
I've been doing makeup for about 6 years now. It's definitely been a roller coaster, but thank God we're here.
Yes.
And hopefully soon in the future I'm able to venture off into all the other things I want to do in my life.
Of course.
But as of right now, just full-time makeup artist.
Okay, and welcome to the show, Nat. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. So thank you for being here. And I know you said you're a full-time makeup artist. Mm-hmm. So how is that for you? Like, how is the makeup world going at the moment?
Definitely now I feel like I've really tapped into the side that I wanted to be. I feel like when I first started, I was really more so... I was more so focusing on really figuring myself out, figuring out my style and what I really wanted to achieve. Because, people think of makeup artists and they don't really understand that there's so many different ways that you can go about that. Like, there's just regular makeup artists, there's bridal makeup artists, there's editorial, there's film.
There's so much.
There's a lot. There's a lot of different routes. Yeah, it's crazy. So I can definitely say now, like, I'm finally tapping into the editorial side. That's really where I want to focus on, like, working on magazines, runway shows, brand collabing with brands and doing all
that good stuff.
That's awesome.
And like a lot of people don't know that me and you have like collabed on so many
that's
shoots.
my girl right there.
Okay. And can you just drop your IG real quick on them? Like,
okay, so it's Natalie's Artistry with 2 Y's at the end, but Lanie's gonna double check that because my memory is not that good. So I hope I said the right one.
Yeah, no, I think you did. Because I typed it this morning, so I think you did. Okay. And so thank you for collabing with me on a bunch of shoots,
course.
girl. Every time we work,
every time we work together, it's magic.
Magic.
So, yes.
And this is the goal. And also, besides you doing makeup, you also are starting to take pictures now as well. So
yep. I'm really trying to figure that out right now. I feel like I haven't had the time to really dabble in that, but I've always loved pictures. Like I've always loved being behind the camera or even having other people behind the camera. So just being able to like express that the last few years has been a cool journey. Like obviously I don't think I'm like a top photographer the best out here, but it's just fun. Like I feel like it's just something fun and creative to like express yourself in a way and help other people and help other people express themselves.
That's how
in
work
a way.
should feel.
I love that.
I feel like you're working. So all right, we see a lot of good things in your future. It all goes well. So Melanie, how about you? Like tell us a little bit something about you other than you being a mommy. I know you want to do some things as well, like in the makeup world or anything. So let's just get a little background about that.
I always loved makeup, and I like feel like it's something like just beauty in general, hair, makeup, skincare, all of that I've been interested in like my whole life, and it's always been a part of my life. Like I started watching like makeup tutorials when I was like 10, 11 years old. Right. And I've been obsessed with it ever since then. So beauty has just always been something that's like a staple in my life, and something like on the day of my prom, I did like 2 other girls makeup for prom.
Sheesh.
To the same school. Like, so I feel like it's just something that I've always enjoyed, and like she said, I just like making people feel good. I like making girls feel good, women feel good especially. And I'm like, you know what? It's something that I really enjoy doing on myself.
Yeah.
So why not try and...
So do you, like, ideally, like, what do you want to do, like, once you get into the makeup world? Do you know what kind of makeup you want to do?
That's why I'm so excited to start
or...
school, because I'm like she said, there's so many different avenues you can go down. So, you know, they have... you know, makeup artists that you can book any day of the week, whether it be like, you know, if you're just going to the club, birthday makeup, you have a photo shoot, like, you know, just that kind of stuff. Everything. And then they have like the bridal girls and the special effects makeup. So I'm just excited to see like which one I decide to go down.
Which route you want to
go. Which route I want to go, and I'm just excited to like explore it.
See what's
there. See what's there for me. Like,
you gotta explore everything to see what you like.
Exactly.
Like, honestly.
I don't want to do like, say I'm gonna set on one thing and then I do it, and what if I like don't enjoy it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And we're young too, so you just gotta explore everything. You know what I'm saying? Because
and say yes to everything.
Say yes
Literally.
to everything.
Now, like in the beginning, like say yes. Like someone wants to work with you. Someone's looking for a makeup artist. Collaborations, project. Literally say yes to everything, because that's what's gonna help you figure out. Okay,
I was gonna say that
really
as well.
enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I was gonna say like say yes to everything in a way, and also too, I feel like a lot of people like say even like with modeling. I'm not sure for like makeup artists as well. Do you feel like in the beginning you had to work for free like a lot and collaborate with people just to get your name out there in network?
Like there's I've worked with like even like higher up people like influencers, you know, celebrities, like they're looking just to collab, and that's fine, because at the end of the day, like it's not like, obviously it's about making money, because in this economy we got bills to pay, but truthfully, like at the end of the day, it's about making art. And it's about creating a vision and creating something out of it, you know? So even if you have to do it for free, that doing it one free is not going to harm you. Especially if you have 10 more people the next day that are booking you, paying you full price and tip.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like,
and you're collabing with all these people, and you're getting your name out there, and you're networking. So I feel like a win is a win, you know?
I mean, unless they're asking you to go to fucking like Dubai or something. You gotta pay for the flight at least. Something, get something.
That's a little
but
different,
you know, like anything local or like anything that's not
the city
gonna hurt your pockets,
of course,
tremendously. Like it's fine.
Nah, I agree with you guys as well. So now let's just talk about motherhood. You know, Mother's Day is coming up. All right, shout out to y'all. I know y'all both be holding it down with my girls Savannah and Ariel. Okay, like, and I met you guys' daughters, and I must say, I feel like you guys, what's the word? I feel like you guys raised them well. There you go. I feel like you guys are raised them well. I feel like they have good manners. You know, they both are very like sassy. I noticed, like, you know. So now, like, let's get into it. So I don't know who wants to go first. Melanie. So was your daughter planned at all?
No. She wasn't.
She wasn't planned?
She wasn't planned. She was a surprise, baby.
She just came?
She was,
Okay.
She was a surprise.
How about you, Nat? Was Savannah planned?
Same.
Okay.
Same boat. Nope.
Same boat?
Not at all.
And I think, okay, so this episode, I really wanted to talk about just, like, you know, you guys being mothers and just giving us, like, the tea and reality of motherhood, because I feel like a lot of times, like, at least for me, like, I see on Instagram, like, people having kids, like, whatever, and I tell Melanie all the time, like, oh, my God, I want a baby so bad. Literally, Melanie be saying the same thing.
No,
so
all the time.
let's just dive in and get the tea. So, Nat, how was your experience when you were pregnant? Like, did you have any weird cravings? Did you sleep a lot? Were you mean? Like, we want to know.
I think me being mean was like just in my nature. I don't really think the pregnancy affected that.
What's your sign again?
I'm a Libra, but I feel like definitely more towards the end, I was really like just bitchy. But I just think because like it's just a lot. Like
it is.
In the very beginning, though, I can say I'm thankful that I really didn't go through much. Like, you know, I didn't have no morning sickness. I didn't have no pains or anything. I didn't have a belly yet. My belly kicked in about like 6 months. So once 6 months until the end, it was over. It was a wrap. Like I was in pain. I had stretch marks everywhere. Everything was itchy. I was a bitch. Like I was like, my feet hurt. My feet are swollen. Like I'm over. I'm fat as fuck. Like get her out of me. I'm done.
God. Yeah. Damn. Okay. So like throughout the night, were you sleeping? Like, did you wake up? Was it uncomfortable?
When I hit maybe 8 months, that was it. It was like, yo, I can't sleep. I had to sleep sitting up. I had like 10,000 pillows, heartburn, everything. Like I was sleeping like every 2 to 3 hours.
I'll tell you about this part.
Girl,
tell you about this.
You would lose sleep before the baby's even here.
And that shit is no joke. Like literally, like trying to lay down at 8 months pregnant, like flat on a pillow, you can't breathe. Like you literally feel like someone's suffocating
in your ribs. Yes.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Yeah. It's not fun at all.
Melanie, how was it being pregnant for you? I need your experience.
I felt it from literally the first month.
For real?
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
How are you? Like, how are you feeling?
Okay, and it's so funny because like I feel like now I'm very in tune with my body.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm always sick. Like I have a horrible immune system, so I felt something was up. I just couldn't pinpoint it, and I had a really bad pregnancy. I did. I got everything except for like throwing up, but every symptom you could think of, like I had.
Jeez.
Every things that you wouldn't even expect to be normal. I was going to my doctor like every week, like I'm going through this. Is this normal? I'm going, and they're literally like, no, it's all normal.
It's all
I'm
normal,
like, bro, what do you mean it's normal?
God.
I had every bad
This scares me.
symptom you could think of. And then I had the baby in July, so I was pregnant half of the end of my pregnancy was half of the summer.
In the heat.
In the heat.
Yep.
In the heat.
I gotta plan that out because
Girl.
like being pregnant in the summer.
It was rough. As far as cravings go, I did have cravings. Okay. But I want to say the weirdest one, like I had cravings like, you know, tacos, Taco Bell, stuff like that. But
me and
my
my
weird craving.
a weird one.
Like, what's like a really weird one?
Okay, I like things that I didn't like ever before in my whole life.
Okay.
So like when I was pregnant, all of a sudden I was craving beer.
Really?
I don't drink beer. I was never a beer girly. Like I wasn't. I was craving beer. Okay. I was craving. I don't like. I didn't like cucumbers. Like I hated it. If they was in my salad, pick it out. Like I did not like cucumbers at all. When I was pregnant, I used to eat cucumbers by themselves. Like one morning, I'm like, damn, I kind of want a cucumber, and I literally ate a cucumber like every day. I had to keep them stocked in the fridge. Just cut them up, put like vinegar and salt, and that's how I would eat it. And then
sound that bad.
ice was another one. I used to be like, how do people chew on ice? Like, you know, like how like that would just, the thought of it would bother me, hurt my teeth. Like when I was pregnant, literally ice with like a drop of juice, and I used to munch on ice all day and get yelled at all day because it's bad for you.
I know you have like all these cravings and stuff like that. So like, how was it though when you went into labor? Like, where were you at?
I was in the bed. I went into labor at like a reasonable hour. It wasn't like 4 a.m. My water burst. It's a whole no. Like I had kind of been feeling it coming for a couple of days. Like, you know, you start getting like little fake contractions or whatever. Okay. And my doctor told me like, you're not ready. My due date passed. I'm like, damn. So then one morning, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I started getting those pains. And then they say like when they're really bad, you have to start timing them. Okay. So I started timing them, and I'm thinking that like, okay, cool, this is cool, calm. Like as soon as they were like back to back, like how the doctor says they should be.
So when you say back to back, like how many minutes were there?
I think that's what it's like. They last for 3 minutes. 5 minutes apart. I don't remember. Something like that.
It was just the worst pain ever. That's how I knew. I was like, okay.
It was like a pattern. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yes, girl.
Ideally, like, so did you push her out? You had a C-section.
I had a C-section.
Okay. How was that for you? Like, were you?
It was a nightmare.
You were awake, right?
I was. You're fully awake.
Right. Okay.
Fully awake while they're
numbed up.
Your eyes are open. You're looking at like the ceiling. You hear the little heart monitor. That's your heart, girl. It was
an episode of Grey's.
It was literally an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Did you choose to have a C-section?
No.
Why?
It was an emergency.
Okay.
Because her shoulders were stuck. Because I guess I have like a small like pelvis. Okay. So her shoulders were stuck in my bones. But they had broken my water. Okay. Because my labor wasn't speeding up, so she needs to get out. Because once the water's gone, you have to take the baby out.
Got you.
So she was stuck. Sense. And they're like, you're losing oxygen. The baby's losing oxygen. Like, we have to do an emergency C-section right now. And I was like, yeah. I was flip. But then I'm like, you know what? As long as the baby is out and she's healthy, like, I really don't care. Like, all that birth, I know some moms have, like, a birth plan where they write down everything they want to do. Like, they give it to the doctor. This is my plan, like, for when I give birth. If any emergencies happen, this, that, and the third. I don't want an epidural. I wanted all the drugs.
Give me that epidural.
Yeah.
Because
I literally, all of that went right out the window. And once you feel the pain, you're like, I want everything you got. Once they tell you that you and your baby are in danger, you're like, get me in the C-section room. Like, I don't even care. Yeah.
Oof, okay.
So I did it, and it was crazy.
God. All right. Now, how was your experience?
Please tell me you had a better one.
When your water broke up to like when you was pushing her out, what happened? I need to know. Let me take some of this.
2 days before the due date, and my water didn't break.
Pretty
long.
She was really thugging it out to the end. I was like, baby girl.
My girl said, I know.
That's it. But literally the last week of me being pregnant, I was the whole week I was 1 centimeter, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, I really don't want to go past the due date because I know that's gonna ultimately end up me having a C-section, this and that. And like, you know, I just wanted to just push out naturally.
Sense. Okay.
So I would say about maybe Friday morning, like it's like 1 a.m. Like it just hit Friday, and I'm getting pains back to back.
Oh my God.
Nothing too close back to back, but I'm like, okay, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time. Yeah. So, you know, the whole day goes by and like the pains are just getting worse and worse. And I swear, like I feel crazy. Like like when the pains are happening, I'm literally like dropping to the floor, like, oh my God. And then
oh Lord,
as soon as it's done, it's like, okay,
you're good.
let me go wash the dishes now.
Yeah.
And then it comes back. So then it just kept getting closer and closer. And then it was about
is it like, so wait, my bad to cut you off, like, so a contraction, right? So if it was like way worse than like a period, like cramp,
way worse.
Like it feels like you got shot. Like
I've
never been shot, but like it makes you fall to your knees.
Yes.
You want to roll up in a ball.
It's like let's say like you're getting like electrocuted type of thing. Like you know
that,
how like they
your
do
body
like
stops.
intervals, like like literally like you're like all like
Steve, do you hear this?
up.
Electrocuted?
Yeah.
I hear this.
So
getting shot, electrocuted. It's bad.
So then I think I lasted until like
hold on,
11 o'clock at night, and I was like, I was like, I have to go to the hospital. I was like, I can't do it. And then I ended up going like at almost 12, 1 in the morning, and the contractions just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I had to wait about maybe 3-4 hours while being in the hospital to get an epidural. I was like, and I was the same way. I was like, you know, like my whole pregnancy, I was like, I don't want an epidural, this and that. I'm gonna do it natural. I'm gonna thug it out. Girl, when those pains come in, you want everything that they can give you.
I got
why
an
do you have to wait
epidural.
though? For like 4 hours.
Well, I had to wait. It was just because it was late at night. I guess the guy that gives the shots wasn't there yet, so I had to wait until he came in. But yeah, and literally as soon as that came in, that shit kicked in.
Girl, mine didn't. Mine did not. I got an epidural, and Lanie, when I tell you, they're like, oh, wait till you get the epidural, you're gonna get like this second wind of energy, and you're gonna be great.
I don't know about energy, but that shit numbed me. I was like, okay,
it did not like I still felt something.
So I did it when you got the epidural. Nat, when you were pushing her out, did you like still have pain and stuff?
So
like how was that?
I got 2 rounds. Like the hospital I was at, you're able to like click a button to release more. So I got 2 rounds because when I first got it, it was already like 3-4 in the morning, and I didn't push her out all the way until the afternoon of the next day of Saturday. So I did it again early in that morning, and when it came time to push her out, I didn't feel pain, but more so like just like a tense pressure and like, you know, in that area. And it kind of felt like if I had to use the bathroom. Yeah,
I feel like that part of birth is like that scares me. Yes. Like knowing like a human's coming out of me,
your,
like,
that part of your body.
And it's scary in that moment just because like you yourself feel like the baby is like slipping out. Yeah. Like you feel like she's like coming out, and it's not supposed to be like that, you know, because obviously there's no doctor, nobody in the room, and like, you know, you're in a certain
you're
position.
ready to, you were like ready to go.
They told me, they came in and they checked me, they were like, oh, you're only 7 or 8 centimeters. They were like, you have to wait until you're fully 10 before we push her out or anything, because she's gonna rip me up, she's gonna fuck me up down there. So then I was like, okay, literally as soon as the nurse left,
I get it.
I kid you not, like 5-10 minutes later, I was literally screaming like, "Go get the doctor, go get the nurse," because the baby, like I literally feel her, like she's about to like slip and slide out of me.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that was it. I hit 10 centimeters, and I just pushed her out. It took me maybe like 15-20 minutes. And
you were fast.
Push for hours. She was ready. She was ready to go. She was like,
people in labor for like a long time, so you got very lucky.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Just real quick, I want to give a shout out to my daughter Shadow. And guys, this is her biological mama right here. Okay. This is her biological mama right here. Melanie has met Shadow. Like,
that's my girl.
So
I love her.
Love Shadow.
It's my first Mother's Day coming up. So, all right. So now let's get into it. So Melanie, can you tell us a little bit something about Ariel that you know the world doesn't know? So we want to know about her.
Ariel is
my girl.
Honestly, I mean, you know her. She's me. She's like me times 2. Like she's my exact. She looks just like me. She acts just like me. Like when you see her, when you meet her, it's like meeting me at like 3 years old.
Stank.
stank. She's funny. She's like fast. She's sassy. She's a trip. That's my girl. And whatever. She recently started swim class. She loves swim class. She named Ariel. She is very much a little mermaid. Okay. She loves swimming. But yeah, that's my baby, and she's amazing. She's like my favorite kid ever, and I'm not just saying that because she's my daughter. Like I just love who she is as like a person.
I love Ariel too. It takes a while for her to open up, but once
she's a Cancer, she's a little crab. You gotta
now we locked in.
She's a Cancer, so then what are you?
She's Cancer. Just mean as hell at first. Just mean at first, and then they open up, and now me and Ariel besties.
Lanie.
I love her. All right. So now, how about you? Tell us a little bit about Savannah.
Savannah. She is literally. I mean, she's so sweet. Like, truthfully, she really is sweet. I mean, she is shy, but I mean, I feel like that's normal. Like, most people are shy when they first meet new people, but she really is sweet. Like, she's not rude sometimes, sometimes. She really is a really sweet, like, gentle toddler. Like, she really, and she cares a lot about people. Like, you can see, like, in just little things, like if someone gets hurt, like, she's ready to, like, go up to them, like, are you okay?
Oh,
really? Like, she sees other babies. She's like,
Savannah.
She sees other babies. She's like, oh, baby, hi. And I'm like, girl, you a baby too.
You a baby too. Oh my god. I do remember her like playing like in your makeup brushes and stuff as well.
And that she's literally she's like an independent little queen sometimes. I'm like, girl, slow your roll. You're only 2. Calm down. You don't have to be such a woman already. But that's the Aquarius in her. God. I'm like, that says a lot.
Very independent.
Yes. She's ready to do whatever she wants.
You guys' daughters are just mad cute. That's why I want some kids. Like,
girl, bye. Shadow, just enough.
You found Shadow, yep.
All right, y'all. Whatever. So my next question is, okay. All right, boom. So then I want to ask you guys so in your pregnancy, or did you guys feel like you were losing yourself? Did you guys have postpartum at all? Like, whoever wants to go first.
I had really, really bad postpartum depression. That was probably like, and it's so like, it makes me sad to think about, but I realize like it's a normal thing. But the first year after my daughter was born was probably like the worst time. Yeah, to be honest, truthfully, it was like the worst time of my life. I don't know. I feel like it was a combination of things. I feel like at the time I was going through stuff with her dad. So me and him weren't really on like a good page.
Gotcha.
And then after I had my daughter, like, you know, when they say like, oh, when the baby's here, you're going to jump right into mommy mode and you're going to understand and you're going to love that baby. I did not feel like that. I was like, girl, we just met. Like, I don't know you like that. You don't know me like that. Like, I felt bad because, you know, I don't know. I think I was really in my head about it. I'm like, I felt guilty because I'm like, I don't know everything. I felt like I knew just as much as her dad knew.
Right.
You know, truthfully, I didn't bond with her right away. Breastfeeding didn't work out for me. I wasn't getting any sleep. And I feel like I felt guilty because I'm like, damn, I don't feel that closeness, that like,
you didn't have that
love,
connection at first.
Everybody was talking about. Like, I didn't. And honestly, it was really bad. Like, there were days where, and then her dad worked 12-hour shifts 4 or 5 days at night, like the night shift.
Yeah.
So I was literally, he would come home from work, sleep for 8 hours, go straight back to work.
So
I was like alone with the baby all
like
day.
on straight mommy mode all day, every day.
With a newborn all day, every day. And it was just a lot for me. Any chance that she was, you know, a break I had, I would literally spend in the dark crying.
No.
Yeah, I was. It was for the first year, literally.
Oh my God.
I would spend it like alone in the dark crying.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, it was really. That was for the whole entire first year. Like, I completely lost myself.
So how did you get out of the postpartum then?
I feel like once, like, as the baby grew, like, I feel like I grew into motherhood.
Got you.
I feel like that. Like, I feel like as she got older, we spent more time together. Like, I was home alone with her for the first year. I didn't work at all. You know, her dad was the only one who worked. So I was with her all day, every day. I bonded with her in that way. Okay. Once she started sleeping through the night, then I started getting, you know, back to a routine, kind of. You know, my mom would take her on, like, Fridays, and I would be able to clean my house or go out with my friends or invite people over. And I feel like with that combination of things, once she hit 1 year old and she was sleeping through the night and we were on a routine and I was with her for a whole year. I spent every day with her for a whole year. So like, that's my girl.
That's my girl.
Yeah, we understand each other now.
Okay.
I feel like that's what broke me out of it. But so I felt like it was never gonna end. I'm like, yeah, it was like, it was the worst. It was horrible. That's what makes me scared, honestly, to have like another child. That's that's where I get my second thoughts from, because I'm like, I just cannot imagine going through that again. It was the worst time of my life. And it's sad to think that it was because like I have like the best gift of my life that I went through. Like, but it happens. It's just something that it was completely out of my control.
I'm sorry you was going through that.
It's okay.
How about you, Nat? Did you have any like postpartum after Savannah was born or anything?
You know, truthfully, like now thinking back, like I feel like more recently I kind of realized that I really was going through it. I just didn't have the time to allow myself to really see that. Like I feel like, you know, from the moment that she was born leading up till now, like these last 2 years have been like really, really grateful. Like I literally love her. Like that's like my best friend. Like of course. Like I'm so happy to have her. Like even though I didn't like
even though
if you knew me like at 14 years old, fuck them kids. Like,
girl, stuff with the kids.
Like I would. If you knew Natalie, Natalie's never having a baby.
We love
ever.
the kids though, yeah. We love the kids.
I love my kid. I love her.
I'm like
that's my bestie.
Yeah. But the rest no. Okay.
So then now, like you know, when I found out I was pregnant, this and that, all these things, like, you know, you don't really have that time to really soak that in. Because, like, the minute that you find out that you're pregnant, that's it. It's on go.
It's on go.
Like, it's not about you don't got time,
you don't have time to think about it.
To, to, like, be happy or sad or this and that. Like, that's it.
That's my next question, too. So, it's funny how y'all say that.
So then, like, you know, her being out in the world, like, I mean, you know, I'm grateful to say, like, you know, it wasn't so problematic like with her. Like she was a really good baby. Like, you know, she really, I feel like she sensed it in me. Like, you know, like my mom is young. Like let me give her a break. Let me give her a break. Like she's been through a lot in her life. Like the least I can do is just be kind of a baby. Yeah, literally.
My daughter same too.
So I can say that really helped. But I guess like what Melanie's saying is like, you know, you're just so hard on yourself, especially when you're a first-time mom and this and that. And like me growing up, like I wasn't fortunate enough to grow up with my actual mom, but you know, I did grow up with my grandma, you know, my aunts around, this and that. So like I still kind of had that image of what a mother is, and like you know, just off of that, what they gave me is, I feel like that's what's pulled me through to this day. Because like truthfully, like my grandmother really like. She tried her hardest, especially with everybody, and with me being not even her actual daughter, like that just showed me like, damn, like at the end of the day, despite how I feel, like I still have this beautiful little girl here, and like I have to still push through everything. Even if I don't feel okay or sad or anything. No, don't cry. Please. But like I still have to push through, you know, and it sucks, but it's still good. It sucks because it's like, you know, you're still you're forcing yourself to push through, but it's like you're not even giving yourself time to figure out who you are. Like the last 2 years, like it's been like a fucking roller coaster. Like I don't know who I am. Like I don't know what I like. I don't know what I don't like. Like the things that I used to love, I don't do it no more. Exactly. And it's like, I guess it's a good or bad thing because we always need that new change in our life. But it's like, you know, it sucks how that it has to go through that way. Yeah. You know, like I feel like
through the struggle.
Yeah, like I feel like it hits so much harder, especially when you have a new child and everything. Yeah. It's like you want that beginning to be so good, you know, like you want everything to be so perfect, all the memories, you know, the 6 month mark, it's like you're ready to just break down.
Yeah, you're like I failed.
There's been so many times that I've literally broken down crying because I'm like, damn, like I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing this correctly, or you know, you're second guessing yourself every single second of the day, and it's like it's overwhelming, and people don't see that. People don't realize like it's not just about because I wasn't able to get her the correct birthday cake. It's about that.
Okay, so much more than
that.
Like,
it's so much more than that, because it's like, it also goes into, like, yourself. Like, you know, when you were 3 years old, you probably didn't even get a birthday cake. Yeah. So, you know, now it being her first birthday, you want her to have that
more things for them.
Perfect cake, the perfect color, the perfect decorations. You want to give her everything that you didn't have.
And if you aren't able to give her exactly what you picture in your mind. Like I'm not with my
like
daughter's dad. I'm not with my daughter's dad.
I get what you mean.
I feel like she deserved a complete home.
Right.
That's already one thing that I was not able to give her. Anybody who I end up with later on down the line, that's not her dad.
Right.
And if I do have more children, those are her siblings, of course.
Yeah.
But
I get what you mean.
I don't want her to, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, damn, okay, that's one thing I wasn't able to give her. I'm, you know, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I do depend on my parents a lot for support. And it's like, I wanted to be able to do it all by myself, and I'm not able to.
Right.
So I need to lean a lot on other people. Her dad, his family, my parents, and it's like, I didn't want that. You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to handle it all on my own.
And I feel like that would have helped ease the whole journey.
Okay.
Like being, like, I feel like I understand what it is, like, you know, not wanting to let that go, not, you know, you wanting to be able to do it all. But it's like, literally when they say it takes a village,
it does.
It literally does.
It does.
Like, it's not... You're
does.
unfortunately, you're just not able to do it all on your own.
Can't.
And that is okay. And I feel like people don't express that enough. Like, people don't let themselves express that enough.
They don't express that it takes a village. Like, you know, I grew up where my mom,
everybody
my
watched
grandmas,
me.
my
Everybody,
aunts.
yeah.
I was at grandma's house
And
like every weekend.
And I feel like that is
Every
okay.
weekend.
Like, just like what you're saying, like, I feel like this society has a image that we need to have a mom and a dad, and they need to have 3 siblings from the same parents, a white picket fence, a beautiful house.
Sometimes life is just not like that.
No.
And that's fine.
There's plenty of people who are raised by uncles, by aunts, by cousins, by grandmas, grandpas. Not even people that are actual blood, but they at the end of the day, they are blood. You know?
Yeah.
And like I say, like that
blood doesn't make you family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay? And I get what you mean. Like, it really does take a village, like, honestly. And, like, going back to what you said about how you wanted your daughter to have, like, this family, like, with her dad. And, like, if you have somebody else in the future, do you have more kids? I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, like, my mom and my dad split up, whatever. 10
I
years
feel
later,
like
had my sister.
I feel like at the end of the day, the most important thing for my daughter is to know, like, how important her happiness is.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of tripping and falling and doing all these, like, to make myself happy, whether it be, like, you know, being a single mom, relying on my parents, going back to school. I want to show her that, like, yes, I had a child when I was young, but I'm not in a unhealthy relationship.
Right.
And I am a successful, you know, I'm doing what I love and I'm successful at it, and I didn't need a man for it, and I didn't need like, you know, your dad to do that. And yes, you were here, but you're not a mistake. Like, this is you've been my motivation.
Right. And
to show you, and that's kind of like what I lean on whenever the guilt starts, like, eating me up a little bit, because I did. Everybody has an image,
how, like,
you know?
hard you grind for her, like, just like with my mom, my dad and her were not together, but she held it down, like, more than I even thought. Like, she was holding it down, making ends meet, like, so I definitely feel like you guys are definitely holding it down for your daughters, and they will see that in the future, and they'll know that, because I be thinking of it all the time, like, you know?
Yeah.
So.
That's why, that's why I'm where I am.
Ooh. It got a little emotional. So, okay. I guess we kind of did talk about that. Just like you going through all these emotions and stuff while still trying to be this positive figure for your daughter, be this super mom. Like, how do y'all do that, though, on a regular? Like, when you're having these breakdowns and stuff, what do you do? Or, I don't know. Yeah, what do you do?
I mean, it's different for everybody. Like, not, like... Some people, they need to let it out. Some people can eat it up, you know. It's really, obviously, in the most respectful, not harmful way of you expressing that, you know, in regards to yourself or to anybody around you or to your child. But truthfully, like, there's really no easy way. Like, a lot of people put out these things like, oh, like, you know, breathing exercises or counting or you know, journaling, but it's like not like, it's whatever is gonna work for you. Like, literally, if you need to step away and go into the bathroom for 10 minutes and just leave your kid on the bed crying so you can calm the fuck down, that's what you have to do. Or if you need to call someone up, can you come get her? Or if you need, hey, dad, can you please grab her and go outside with her, or take her, or something?
Because if not, I'm gonna go insane.
I did that a lot.
And that is okay. Or some people just holding their kid, even while their kid's having like a tantrum, or like you feel like your day is about to like literally like explode, like holding your kid or doing something with your kid or talking to your kid that could be your route as well. It's very different for everybody. I feel like we have to stop putting this idea that you need to do things a certain way to help yourself. And it's like, no, like if I'm having a crazy day and if I need to literally sit my butt on this bed and just stare at this wall for 5 minutes to get myself together, that's what I need to do. Some people maybe need to open up a piece of paper and write it down. And that's going to help them. Yeah.
Everybody's different. They have their own. Feel like how about you, Mel? How do you feel about it?
The baby was little, and I feel like most of my stress surrounded like motherhood and parenting. That's what I would do. Like I would call my mom, my dad, her dad, and I would just be like, can you please just take her for like an hour? Like I can't. Like I just need a break. I just need a breath. Like, but now that she's older, and my problems, like some of my problems, whenever something doesn't stem from her, whether it's like, you know, just life happening to me that doesn't involve my daughter, I feel like for the most part, and I don't know if this is like, you know, toxic or whatever, but I allow myself to feel my feelings in front of my daughter, and I allow myself to break down sometimes in front of her because I don't want her to ever feel like she has to put on a front or she has to be strong for everybody else.
I feel like that's how my mom was, and that's why I'm like this.
And that's whole
and I don't like
that you can't cry in front of your kids because they shouldn't see you cry. No, that's bullshit.
I don't believe in that.
That's bullshit.
I let my daughter, and when she asked me, Mommy, what's wrong? That. I explained to her like, Mommy's really stressed out.
Right.
You know, I don't have to go into details because she doesn't need to worry about why. But I just start, Mommy's having a bad day. You know, Mommy's just not feeling it right now. Okay. But I want her to understand, like, you can express your emotions to me. I want you to know that it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel how you feel. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to express that to people who love you and who care. Because I know she loves me and I know she cares. You know what I'm saying? She's asking me, Mommy, what's wrong? For me to wipe my tears and say nothing, and that's toxic.
Gonna help her.
That was my mama.
Because as she gets older, she's going to be able to recognize people who need a hug.
Who need a hug,
who are not okay.
That's why I'm just damaged now, child.
Girl.
Oh my God.
Girl.
Just trying to like undo these toxic ways.
It's the problem of society. They've have forced women to put up this whole thing about you need to be strong, you need to be superwoman, you need to handle everything. You want to cry, you want to be sad, you have to go hide your face and make sure no one sees it. Mom always has to smile.
Right.
Like,
Mom has to be the strong one.
I mean, obviously
Mom is a human, just like Dad.
Exactly.
Hello, Mom we're not perfect.
Mom goes through
and
good days, bad days.
Obviously, in a, you know, not flipping the fuck out in front of your kids, obviously. But like you breaking down, crying, and just sitting with your
emotions and your child,
and just holding,
that's fine.
like having your child hold you and say like, "Mommy, you okay? It's okay," and like literally, like
it helps.
Like that
it
makes you feel better, and it
really
does, and it helps you feel like, damn, like I'm doing good. For my child to recognize that she needs to give me a hug and a pat on my shoulder, that says a lot
about me as a mom.
Exactly. And people need to see that. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay.
I like that you guys recognize that, though. Yeah. 'Cause a lot of times, like you said, people want to be the strong parent, the strong mom.
And it's okay.
Superwoman.
Not to hide it.
You know? You can't be superwoman
If you're going through something, come talk to me. I'll talk to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We can cry it up.
We could cry it up, baby. Both cancers. Me and Ariel both be crying.
Okay, so now another question for you guys is, so ideally say the kids are away, you're home alone, what y'all doing first? Or where y'all going? What makes y'all happy?
Girl,
I'm going to sleep. I'm taking a nap. I'm taking a nap.
I'm screaming.
What am I doing?
I'm gonna call you outside.
I'm calling you. I'm calling Lanie up. One thing, I might clean my room, put away the laundry like you said. Do my makeup, Lanie, I'm cracking open the bottle. I'm putting my best clothes on. I'm going outside. I feel like it's so important because, like I said, for the first year, like, I didn't go outside. For the first, like, 2 years.
Yeah.
I didn't go outside. I didn't do anything. I didn't go outside. I didn't do nothing. I was inside. I feel like I lost, like, 2 years of my 20s. And I'm like, hell no. Like, I'm young and I'm a mom, but I'm still young at the end of the day. I have to live my life.
And no one is saying you have, like, it's not even about having to, like, go to the club or lounge.
No, we don't.
I want to just go to the library and pick up some books. Like, I just want to go to the mall.
I just want to go to the mall. I just want to get some food.
I just want to pick up a bagel away from the kids.
Gotcha.
Not have to worry about a diaper, a bottle feeding, or anything like that. Like, that's what it's about.
Yeah, you guys deserve those breaks. And I get why I was at my mom, my uncle.
Oh, yeah, me too. I see why I was at my grandma's house every other weekend.
like my mom. I'm like, oh, whole time throughout the week we were stressing her. So now I'm here.
So now I'm here. She's
stressing my grandma.
Yeah.
Stressing my grandma. It was. Okay.
That's what she's doing.
So let's play like a little game. All right. And I'm just gonna ask you guys some little questions. So do you guys like your body before you had a kid or after? So like now.
I feel like my body before I was the smallest I had ever been. Right before I had my daughter. Like, I'm talking about for like years. Like, even high school, I wasn't as small as I was after high school. Like, I was skinny. I was 113 pounds before I had my daughter.
Gotcha.
So I feel like at that point, it's so crazy because that's when I really loved my body. Yeah. Like, before I had my daughter. And then, boom, I got pregnant. And I hated my body for a long time. Okay. But I feel like as of last year, around this time, is when I started to be like, you know what? I look good. Like, I feel like I started to lose the baby weight a little bit. You know, the baby left me with some hips. It left me with more boobs.
You're enjoying the mom bod now.
I'm enjoying my mom bod. Like, I really am. I have to say, like, there was a long time where I hated what I saw every time I looked in the mirror, and I was so self-conscious, and I feel like it showed. I didn't take pictures. I didn't really dress up. Like, I was just in comfy clothes all the time. Clothes. Like,
just hiding everything.
I didn't want to be the center of attention at any point. And I feel like now I'm like, no, you're going to look at me.
You look at me. I look good.
I look good.
How about you, Nat? Good. You like your body before or after Savannah?
So...
Yeah, because I'm like, Mel, you ain't drinking nothing.
Oh, no, I'm drinking.
Nat ain't take a sip of nothing.
I would say I like the weight of my body before I had Savannah, but I like the shape of my body now because I feel like more like now, like I'm a little bit more defined than I was before, but I just don't like how thin I am because I feel like the last 2 years all I've been doing is just like stressing, so it's like I feel like I've lost a lot of weight. So like the last 2 years, like I've not been like how I was before, like very photogenic or like you know willing to just wear that outfit. Literally. Like now I had to think twice about it.
Like, girl, shut up.
Like, you look good.
Thank you. Like the last few months.
Yourself more.
Both of y'all. I will. Just for you guys. But the last few months, I'm like, first of all, like fuck that.
Hello.
Like, second of all, it's like it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
Like every time
it's not that serious.
I feel like more like family or like older heads, like they always love to point out shit, and I just be like, bro, like
don't get me started.
I've been skinny since I was like out of the womb.
Okay,
so like they be looking at me like, why are you so skinny?
It's
like
nothing new,
baby girl.
We've been doing this.
I've always been a pig.
It's genetic.
Yeah, so stop playing with me. So, but like now, I'm just appreciating because it's like, girl, like there's a bunch of skinny girls and they don't give a fuck.
I was just telling Lanie.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like
I was just telling Lanie the other day. I was like, Lanie,
I'm very insecure about my body.
That
girl, it's putting out there in the world.
And you like, I feel like imagine we're someone's goal weight. Like, we're someone's goal look. There's someone who has a Pinterest board of a girl on their phone, or they're looking at the scale and they're like, if I get down to that weight, I'll be okay. We're at that weight. If there's, like, when I think about it like that, like, you know what? Somebody, like, my mom one time told me, because we were in the car one day and I was telling her, like, how insecure I felt. And this was, like, a while ago. This was before I really started feeling myself. My mom, I was in the car, and she was like, do you understand, like, if I look like you, I would be naked on a daily basis. Like, if I had your body, if I had your shape, with what you have right now, I would not be wearing clothes. And I was like,
and that's the problem.
That's crazy.
That is the problem.
Everybody wants to make it seem like you need to look this type of way.
Like,
that's how Melanie is, like, every other day.
Like, that shit impacts you so bad. Like, and especially, like, I'm just, because we're on the topic about mommies, but especially for, like, new moms, like that shit sucks because it's like your body is literally crazy. Like the first months, even the first year you having a child, like your body is like, literally
adjusting again.
It's adjusting.
You were just pregnant for basically a year,
exactly,
and now you're not overnight.
Exactly. So it's like,
oh my God.
There's this image
girl.
that you need to look this type of way, or like you need to snatch back, or
Right.
you need to snatch back and
fuck
be better.
that.
It's like, no,
baby.
and that is okay.
It's okay. It's okay to relax and just sit down and be like, you know what, I'm gonna
Girl,
relax for
like,
now.
enjoy your child.
Enjoy your child.
Really?
Kim came in the gym
Sleep.
right
Oh,
after.
no, I could not.
Right there.
Girl,
Damn.
I had postpartum. I was not getting in no gym
Okay.
no times.
Nobody talked to me.
What? It
Nobody
is so
talked
crazy. The
to
first
me.
time, I don't know if you felt this, but the first time I looked in the mirror after I had a child,
Mm-hmm.
I was like after I gave birth and I didn't have the round, I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my
Like, and I had a
feels so
C-section,
weird.
so I didn't
Oh my
have like a bump
Sheesh.
anymore. It was like literally
Just like
bump,
air.
flat,
Mm-hmm.
bump,
Oh my
and then it was
God.
like right back to like nothing there. No little pouch, nothing. It was just like, I was like, oh my God, this is
my
weird.
God.
10 months, I had, a growing belly.
Yeah.
And then now there's nothing in there except for like my little pouch.
Uh-huh.
But then
And
everything else is still there.
everything else is still
This
there.
is all gone, but this
Boobs
is all
filled
there.
with
The
milk. You're
arms,
like,
the
this is
face.
weird.
Feet
Your
still
belly-
swollen.
Yeah, face is still swollen.
Yeah.
Hair's dry. Like, you're like, what's going on? It was
Losing
weird.
hair, let's talk. That was crazy. I
Oh
don't know
my
if that was
God.
you, but my whole front,
Yeah.
my
I'm
head was
scared
bald.
now.
That shit,
Bald.
like I feel like that
You
hit
lose
me
all
worse.
your edges. I'm
That
not
hit me
playing.
worse than my body. Like at that point, I was like, I don't give a fuck how my body looks.
My
I just want
hair.
my hair back. Like stop playing with me. That's my this is my baby. Like I can look crazy, but
Okay.
this can look good.
Yes. Yes, girl.
I mean, damn.
hair
Yeah.
loss? Hair loss.
Hair loss,
sister.
everything. Some people have teeth loss. That's
Teeth.
the real
Some people
crazy
lose
shit.
their teeth.
Oh my
Yeah.
Teeth, girl.
Not even
Teeth.
because it's rotten, it's just because shit just falls
just-
out.
Just some
Oh my
normal
God.
pregnancy stuff. Yeah, they don't tell you that.
They don't.
They don't tell you
We just see on the gram, everything looks all good.
Your vision
stuff.
changes. Your vision.
Yep,
You're not allowed to
vision.
go to the eye doctors because your vision changes while you're pregnant. Sometimes it changes a lot.
Cause I'm already blind.
Girl, yes, and I definitely got blinder.
Oh my
after I had
God.
my
I've
daughter.
always been blind.
Okay,
so I'm
so
just,
I've
I'm
been
just
blind.
vibes right now.
Damn. Okay, so the last question I have for I guess this little mommy segment. Do you guys have any advice for anybody that's about to have a baby?
My number one thing, which I tell you and I tell every single person who doesn't have children, is watch who you have a child with. Because granted,
I
my
agree.
situation is not the worst.
I agree. My parents said that too.
My daughter's dad is very active in her life,
Mm-hmm.
but learning to co-parent with someone is not easy. Even if
not.
you have the easiest person to deal with, whatever, it can go
There'll
left.
still always be drama.
There'll be drama. There will be drama somewhere along the line. Pettiness. There's, you know what I'm saying? If the breakup was bad, whether you guys were never
Girl.
together, and it's just something
Right.
there's always something when it comes to, and I'm not assuming that everyone's gonna be a single parent.
Yeah.
But you never know.
God forbid.
You don't really know who you're
Shit
with
happens.
until you have a child with them.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Boom.
And then that's you get a whole nother version. Because I'm a whole different person now than what I was before I had my daughter.
No, of course.
And I feel like a lot of couples, whether you're together or not, in that first couple of months or year after you guys change a lot. And your priorities become very clear, and sometimes they don't look the same, and sometimes your values don't align, your morals don't align, and how you choose to raise your child doesn't align with the way that the other person wants to raise their child, and you're looking at you like you're crazy, he's looking at you like you're crazy.
Okay.
Just watch who you have a child with. Try to make it mindful. Don't have a child by if you can not have a child by accident, and it can be in a situation where you're confident that this is a person, you know what I'm saying? Have those conversations. If you do want to plan your child, you do want to have a child with somebody, have those parenting type of conversations, because I feel like that saves a lot of drama down the line. That saves,
Do you think that a baby can save a relationship? Because a lot of women think that. Or shit, even some men. It was they'll be trapping.
Men do be trapping.
And women too.
And women be trapping. I know men and women who have gotten trapped. And I will say,
it's a cold world out here.
it's cold. It's wicked out here, baby. And I will say that if that is your mentality, whether
Then
you're saying it's not,
you are the sick one.
whether you're saying, oh no, it's just something, girl, if you know deep down in the back of your mind,
Girl.
you know what I mean?
Girl. You know
you know
Stop.
But I feel like that is
No
just
shade.
a horrible,
No shade.
no shade.
No shade.
But
I get
all
what
the
you
shit.
mean.
Fuck that. all the shade, baby girl.
That's that Libra.
If baby's here, baby.
If you know damn well he don't want to have no baby with, he don't want to have no baby at all.
Blueface and Krishan,
Like it's not gonna change his mind. You think he's gonna look at the baby? Oh my god, no, he don't give a damn. Like he didn't give a damn before, during, or after.
A child will change. Everybody told me this. Like a child will change a woman instantly, like that. Yeah. You're the one that's carrying the baby. You're the one that's thinking about it 24/7, nonstop for 10 months, because you're the one dealing. A baby does not change a man. People change when they want to change.
Hello.
Period.
Steve, can I get a clap for that? People change when they want to change.
People change when they want to change. A baby.
It don't matter if they got a new car, a new house, $10 million. It don't matter.
Suck. All that, baby, I don't care what you do. Pop out a child, pop out 6 kids. It does not matter. If someone doesn't want to change, and the same goes for men. You could be the best man on earth. If a woman, or a man, if people don't, people change when they want to change. And unfortunately, most of the time, when a woman is pregnant, she changes. And
some.
Most of the time, women change a little bit when they're, but men. Necessary. That's not always the case. Sometimes they say exactly who they were for the past 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, his whole life.
And
sometimes it's good and bad. Because sometimes it's not because they don't want to. It's just because men not gonna have that stronger connection that you are obviously gonna have. Because you're carrying that.
That's just what it is.
That's fine.
That's just what it is.
It's about how he chooses to act within the the following months after the baby's out. That's perfectly fine.
And he might not change.
But then
there's
guys that
he might not change. So not any advice for you to give the world out there? Any new mommies soon to be? And then we
listen to them damn red flags. Them red flags. Those red flags are probably gonna save you even before you get pregnant,
when
girl.
People show you who you are, believe them.
Believe
the
it.
The first time.
Believe it.
Just like what we just went back to.
No,
don't think just because he's gonna change or that's not gonna happen. No.
Amen to that.
No. Believe
he would never, girl.
and listen.
Girl.
Yes. And if it's not for you, stop forcing it.
Don't force it.
Like, do not force it. Like, bro, there's like a billion of people out here in this fucking world, bro. Like, it's not that big a deal. Like,
it's not that serious.
It's never been that serious. It's never been that serious. Ever.
Oh my god.
There will be more people.
Yeah, I heard them.
Yeah, literally.
So now for the last, maybe I say, 7-8 minutes, let's just pull out this. And again, if you don't want to answer it, you don't have to read it. Just pick something else. So, okay.
Lord, let's see. I was scared.
No, some of them are really deep, about life, and then some of them are little crazy.
Okay, what makes you feel super loved? The first thing that came to my mind. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's cute. It's a cute question. What makes you feel super loved? Getting my bills paid. Gifts.
Okay.
Getting things. Okay, I would say my love language is not gifts. I would say it's acts of service.
Don't answer that because that might be in the air.
Oh, okay. Well, that's my love language.
Okay.
It's acts of service.
Loved.
That's what makes me feel loved. People doing things for
acts
me.
Acts of service. I agree.
That I don't need to ask you to do.
Actions speak louder than words.
Actions speak louder than words to me.
I agree.
So you doing things to make my life easier, and it doesn't even need to be gifts and money, like I said. Like you just going out of your way to make me feel important and I notice what you're doing and I want to help you out.
Right.
That makes me feel loved. And my daughter is the best at that. She's always with a gift, a drawing.
Someone's gonna have to compete with her.
Somebody has to come. Yes, she makes me feel super loved.
You can pass that to Nat.
So yeah, I would say that acts of service. Things like you do things for me to make my life easier, then I feel loved.
Literally. Let's see what this
like you when you pick up my baby, my girl.
Titi lay over here. That messy ass good. Also, my hair.
Wait, you said I can't read it out loud?
Or
I can.
If you want to answer, you can. If you don't want to, then just ball back up and put it in there and pick another one. If it's messy,
Okay, whatever. I don't care. It says, what do you think about people breaking bro/girl code?
Oh, okay.
I feel
let's talk about it.
I feel like it all depends on what. Because truthfully,
how
I'm not for for the bullshit and the messiness. Like, cause I'm like if I have like a really close best friend, this and that, and like she's been with her man for like years and she's doing him dirty, and like I've grown to have like some type of friendship, you know, as a respect of her behalf with her mans. I'm like, I'm gonna literally force her to tell her mans, like, girl, what are you, like, what you're doing, because I'm not for that, like, you know, that whole like lying and shit for your friends or this and that. I feel like that's corny. And like you're just creating more problems and you're making it worse for them. Because you know how many times I would appreciate if someone would have told me half the things, like their friends or this and that, like, you would have saved me the trouble.
You would have saved me the trouble, no, for real. Okay,
put it back, or
you could just give it to me.
Yup.
All right, boom. I'm gonna pick one. Oh God, don't be messy out here. Oh, that's a big one. Might be messy. Oh, basically this says if you change your name, what would you change it to and why?
This is funny.
I don't know.
What is that?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Like, okay. I was hoping mine was a little messy, but it's okay.
Okay.
What does yours say, Melanie?
Most attractive thing in a person.
You get to know the love one.
Right. Okay.
Mix that
Okay. Most attractive thing in a person. I would say, physically, the most attractive thing to me would be like a good smile. I feel like looks good on everybody.
Okay.
Like, I feel like straight teeth and a nice smile with some nice lips. I feel like I don't really care about anything. You're probably attractive if you have nice lips and a nice smile. Like, you're, you know what I'm saying? It's very welcoming. It's very like, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
A good smile is very.
Set of teeth.
And I would say the most attractive thing about a person, I really like. I would say I'm very quiet and reserved.
Okay.
So I like people who talk a lot. I like people who engage in conversation, who seem
Get you
interested.
out your comfort zone.
Yeah, who
Got
seem
you.
interested in what I have to say and my opinions and like how
I
I see the
agree.
world. People who can keep a conversation going and it's interesting and I'm intrigued and they're obvious. Like, I feel like that's very attractive. You can keep the vibe like
Rolling
with somebody like me who's like,
Okay. What we doing here?
What we
doing?
I feel like
Alright,
that
that's a
is very attractive to me. That's very attractive to me.
All right, but pass it to Nat. That was a good one. You are getting all like the little love ones.
Yeah.
I got the one about the name. Like, what's up with that?
Not Beyonce.
Okay.
Oh, this is cute. I like this one.
Okay.
Celebrity crush and why?
Oh, someone got that one.
I got a list.
Got a list.
But though, okay, so the one person that I can say like right now that I'm like, I guess you could say
She
like
better not say
geeked.
mine.
Oh my god.
Like geeked or whatever.
Okay,
Like
right.
I just think he's like really like cute. I'm like, oh,
Who's he was?
What's his name? Oh, the Central C, the guy that sings that Doja Cat. He's cute. He's
Cute.
Yeah.
But like OG celebrity crush, you know, like the actors, like probably like Matthew McConaughey or like Mark Wahlberg, Channing Tatum. You know, the white boy got my heart.
Okay. Channing Tatum.
Yes,
That's
Central C. She want a gangsta boo.
Let me see. All right, let's do like one more. I'm gonna give it to y'all after. Okay, let's see. Like, this is spicy or what? What? Oh, I can't even read my own handwriting. Last time I felt loved.
Last time you felt it.
Like, just love
Like
in
the
general.
scenario. Like, what was the scenario where you were like, this person loves me?
Oh, I think like the other day, my little sister, shout out to my sis Mia, she made me feel love in a way because I think I was just going through like so much last week where I feel like I didn't like where I was at in life and I feel like nobody loved me. I'm just being dramatic Virgo, like whatever. And she was like, look, like I know we don't get along all the time, but you are loved. I do care about you. You have people who are on your side. So that made me feel really good. So shout out to my little sis Mia.
Yeah, Mia, I love that.
Go ahead, Mel.
Okay, let's see.
It's going to be your last one. Hopefully it's like a good one.
Last one. Okay. Do you usually follow your head or your hearts? I would feel like at this point in my life, I have fucked up so bad that I have, like, I think I'm starting to train myself to use my head more. And a lot of scenarios that involve, like, people around me and positions that I put myself in, I feel like as of recently, because I have a daughter, I feel like I can't afford to not use my head in a
Exactly.
lot of scenarios.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're thinking now it's for
I'm
two.
constantly thinking of like I have to put my feelings to the side, not for nothing, but I do.
Hello.
And a lot of places in life with, you know, setting boundaries and setting goals for myself, and, you know, I just have to set an example for her. So what would I want my daughter to do? Use her head and not always
Not
her heart.
Because the heart ain't got me nowhere.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Because not for nothing. Like,
Would have saved me a lot of
Last
stress.
it would have saved me a lot of stress if I would have
Child.
used my head before my heart. But I'm a Cancer, so
All right, this is the
I be in
last
my
one.
feelings.
Little baby one here. I can open it. I'm not answering this one.
No. Oh my God, we're gonna have to see that later.
It's more like the other way
Last
around.
one. Oh, God. That was messy. What is that?
Ooh.
Okay, this one's funny. How long are you waiting to have sex with someone new?
Ran
Ran out of liquor. Ran out.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really have a
Like a time frame.
I mean, obviously not anytime soon. Just because, like, I feel like truthfully, the last maybe 6 years of my life I've just spent with guys. Like, I've just been so like looking for love and shit. Like,
I just tweeted
fuck
that. I'm
Like, oh my yes, like I just wanna have sex with myself. That's what that's who. That's who. If I can do it now.
Every day.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well,
Every day.
Unfortunately, now we have to stop. But I appreciate you guys for coming on the show. You guys are great mothers.
Thank you for having me.
And I can't wait for you guys to come back on the show.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys later on Live with Lanie.
Bye, y'all.
Oh my God.